Good afternoon, everyone. It's Wednesday, the 24th of March. It's 3:30 p.m, so it's time for... Good afternoon, everybody. I'm Barry. This is...
George.
Welcome to Ignite After School Club. Hope you're doing well. Let me know who's watching. Put something in the comments so I can see who's here. Say hello, and we'll say hello back. It's after school. The weather is
cloudy.
It's cloudy. It looks as though it's about to rain. It was meant to rain, I think. It hasn't yet. So hopefully you've got home from school. You're all dry. You didn't get wet. And it was a good day. Hopefully school was a good day. You're all back now. No online learning, which is fantastic. Nearly Easter. So no sooner are you back than you're going to be off on your Easter holidays, which is very exciting. This Sunday coming is Palm Sunday. Following Sunday, Easter Sunday. So we're about to enter into Holy Week, which is really good. We've got some great stuff lined up from the church online for Easter, and we will let you know about that in the notices at the end. But lots of cool stuff happening. So George is with us today because he's at college, and you were at college this morning, weren't you?
Yeah.
Cycled into college this morning, but you had the afternoon off, which was great. Freddie's not here. Freddie's cycling home. It's Freddie's birthday today, which is really exciting. But Freddie's at school, although he is cycling home. Though I did hear that he was meant to be having he was meant to be meeting a friend, socially distanced, outside of Greg's. So if you see this later, you might have seen Freddie outside Greg's having a sausage roll or something. Hopefully, he doesn't get too full up for his birthday dinner later on, which it was his choice for birthday dinner. What's he having? Ribs.
Yeah.
Ribs. It was your birthday last week, George. You were 17. What was your birthday dinner?
Macaroni cheese.
Macaroni cheese. That's what he wanted. But yeah, macaroni cheese. It was a good one though, wasn't it? We made so much it lasted for the next 2 days. So, guys, thank you for joining us. Welcome to Ignite After School Club. Today's theme is That's Amazing. And we've got coming up, we've got our game, we've got our Build a House game. We've got a picture sent in. Thank you very much for that. We'll show you the picture. We've got our 3 jokes from the digital assistant. I used a different digital assistant for the jokes. I'll tell you about that later on. And we've got our Bible verse of the day. We've got our talk. We've got a nice, really cool little craft coming up as well. And then we've got the Barry versus challenge of the week. George will be having a go at the challenge as well. If you remember, we shuffled up the cards last time. We picked the challenge. It's using the cups and ping pong balls, cups stacked up, bouncing the ping pong balls. We'll see. Adrian, unfortunately, I think is working, so he has sent me some videos in. So I already have Adrian's time. So we will have those videos to show you as well to see how he did on the challenge. And yeah, it's going to be a good show. So let's start with Build a House. Build a house today. The first word is 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 letters for first game of Build a House. So you know the rules. Send in a letter on the comments. Give me a little text there on the comments of a letter, and I will let you know whether it is correct or not. Jules, did you see the word?
No.
You haven't seen the word. I'm going to hide it there. I'm going to let oh, Mum's come straight in with an E. There is an E. There is an E. George, I'm going to let you have a go. Think of a letter.
A.
George is going for A. My dad is slightly behind Mum, which is strange because they're probably sitting on the same sofa. There is not an A. Unlucky, George.
About an O.
So you're going with an O?
O, yeah.
No. Yes. Yes. There is an O. Mum's going with an R. No, there is not an R. Hoping you guys had a good weekend. Did you get up to anything? We were doing some gardening, weren't we? We were digging about in the garden, cutting down some branches and stuff, pruning some trees, putting up some fences. Hard work. We got very tired, but we did do a bonfire. We had an awesome bonfire. It was very high. Now, socially distanced on armchairs.
A D.
You're going for a D?
Yeah.
There is a D. Have you seen the word, George?
No, I haven't seen the word.
Mum's gone there with a B. There is a B. Well, I don't think I'm going to win. I've noticed those people who are observant watching this will know that the time is just gone past, and we have a clock behind us, and you cannot see the hands. You cannot see the minute hand down below, which is because the batteries run out of the clock, and I need to put a new battery in. Esther, hi Esther. Bodies, well done, Esther. Esther got there with bodies. I saw your mum and dad this morning. Esther had a nice talk with them at church, and now I've got 3 of the family. That's awesome. There you go, bodies. And was it today or yesterday? Yesterday. Happy 2nd wedding anniversary, Esther, for yesterday. I'm trying to think because I saw your mum today and she reminded me, and I think I saw it on Facebook. And yeah, your anniversary was yesterday. Freddie's birthday is today, and Abby's birthday is tomorrow. So it's a busy old March. March is a very, very busy month.
It's the best month.
Glad you did. I video called Mum while she was up there. Yeah, it was good. It was good. I can't remember what your dad. I thought your dad had maybe blown the electrics, but he hadn't. It was something else. Okay, game 2 is 5 letters. Word 2 is 5 letters. First letter is the first word was bodies. The theme of today is that's amazing. There used to be a comedy show. What was it? And the catchphrase of one of the characters was "That's amazing." He was Australian. That's amazing. I think it was the Fast Show. Yeah, that's amazing. Oh, Dad's gone with an I. There is not an I. Mum's gone with an O. There is not an O. So, yeah, just comment in with your letters. Have a guess.
About an A.
We've got an E from Esther. There isn't. What? Yeah. Oh, dear. There is an E. Do you know what? I'm getting all disorientated because Adele made a cake for Freddie for his birthday, and it's over there, and it smells amazing, and I'm just getting distracted by the smell of this lemon drizzle cake, which I'm looking forward to. Yes, there was an E. Esther with an A. There is also an A. Did you notice, George, that when it was your birthday, we bought a cake, and when it's Freddie's birthday, Mummy's made a cake? I don't know what that says. I don't know what that says. This is Esther's distraction from an essay due next week. I don't like essays.
That's why I'm not taking any subjects with but have to do essays.
Well, you'll see. You'll have to do an essay one day. Essays they can be hard work. Esther thinks that the word is deaf. It would be good because we've had bodies. Deaf would fit. We're coming up to Easter. Very good. I can see your thinking. However, you're wrong. It's not deaf. So I'm gonna put a line there as I lost the first game. A wrong guess. It's not deaf. But I can see your thinking. Anyway, your cake was nice.
Yeah.
What was it?
It was like a caramel, like bread kind of shape thing.
Caramel bread. It was a toffee. It's a toffee sponge cake.
Yeah.
Yeah, it was
the
good.
shape of a loaf of bread, though.
And we had it. What did we have it with?
Custard ice cream and cream.
We had it with custard, ice cream, and cream, which is the best. Hot custard, cold ice cream, and squirty cream. It was amazing. An R. There is an R. If you ever get asked, would you like ice cream, custard, or cream on your pudding?
Just say yes.
Just say yes and see if you get away with it. I did it once. When I was at a children's work conference, and I was doing a talk there about a Messy Church book, and we were staying at a Premier Inn, and I was with Adele, and I was with a friend, Pete, who also wrote the book, and his wife, and we were at the restaurant in the Premier Inn, and they came out with dessert, and they said to us, "What would you like?" And me and Pete both wanted the apple pie, and they said, "Would you like ice cream, custard, or cream?" And we went, "Yes, please." And they went, "Really?" And we went, "Yes, is that allowed?" And they went, "I don't know, I'll go and ask." And then they came back later with all of it. It was amazing. Mum with an F. There is no F. Esther with learn. Learn is another great one. Unfortunately, it's also wrong. So I'm going to give another line for that. So there you go. Just ear at the moment. What goes with lemon drizzle cake? Does ice cream? You could have lemon drizzle cake we could have it as a dessert.
I think just lemon drizzle cake on its own.
I mean,
because it's quite moist.
Yeah, maybe a bit of squirty cream. I'm just thinking Freddie hasn't actually seen it. He doesn't know how big it is. We could have a slice.
Just have a quarter each.
We could have a quarter each and just say we made a small cake. Oh, but then if he watches this, he'll know. Forget that.
He'll probably see that.
Mum with a T. There is a T. Esther's with George. Cake on its own. Yeah. Yeah, this is more moist than the toffee cake was lovely, but was less moist. So it was good. It was good with the custard. And the cream and the ice cream. Hey, there you go. Mum's got it. Esther's got it.
I thought if you were talking about that's amazing, I thought it was going to be beard.
Beard. Oh, beard would be that. That's amazing. Heart, not beard. Bodies and heart, and the theme of today is that's amazing. Well done, guys. Right, okay. That was good. Good game. Right, okay. Let's see what we've got next. We've had our game, so it's time for... I do love the pictures. I love the music. We don't get enough pictures sent in, but I always like it when we have pictures sent in because I get to play the little jingle, which is really good. Okay, so pictures today. On Sunday just gone, we had the Furnace, which is the children's work we do on the morning on the first and third Sunday of the month. We do it at 9:30 in the morning, 9:30 till 10 o'clock. And then you can all get ready for the 10:30 service online. We do it on Zoom. I host it. We get all the children come along on Zoom, and then we put them in breakout rooms with the different teams, different team leaders. Adrian, who is does a challenge of the week with us, he runs one of the oldest team. That's the group that George is in. That's called Forge, and we've got what have we got, George? We've got Sparks, Blaze, Flame, Fuel, and Forge. All the different age groups from age 3 and up. So it's really cool. And we've got Mina sent us in a picture. Now, Mina is in the group called Flame, her age group. And we were talking about different gifts and different various things going on. Each group was maybe talking about different kind of things. And Mina did this bit of creative artwork. Here we go. That is just like the theme of today. That's amazing. There's Mina's hand there with lots of spirals and doodles and stuff in there. Some stars looking very cool. And there is stars up the top. And those stars look as though they've been torn out or cut out of tin foil. I'm not quite sure, but they look lovely. Thank you very much for that, Mina. Looking really good. What I particularly like is at the side of your head, there's Adrian just peeping around, because that was showing us during church. And there's Adrian was helping lead the church service in the morning, and he's just poking his head around there, having a look as well. So, Mina, thank you so much for sending your picture in. Guys, if anyone else has got a picture they want to send in so we can show it on Ignite, send it right here, barry@holysaviour.church, and we will show it on the show. Okay, so we've had our pictures. It's time for... It's time for jokes from the digital assistant. Now, I normally sit at the kitchen table and ask the digital assistant over there to give me some jokes. Yesterday I did this, and I wasn't in the kitchen. I was actually at church. And because I was at church, we don't have a digital assistant. Maybe something I might invest in. It might be quite good to have in the church office. So we don't have a digital assistant in the church office. So instead, I asked my phone assistant for 3 jokes. And it was quite clear that my phone assistant has a different joke book to my kitchen digital assistant. So we've got 3 jokes, George. You can choose whether they are funny, whether you believe they are funny or not. Let's see. Guys at home, 3 jokes. Give us a thumbs up or thumbs down, depending on what you think the joke was. Go and have a look in the emojis and find the thumbs up and thumbs down to see whether you like them or not. Okay, joke number 1. I'll tell you what, how about a Frozen joke, George? I mean, I can't think of anything else, sir.
Oh. No.
What do you mean no? What do you mean no?
I don't like that one.
Oh, there's a lot of people who are big fans of Frozen that are loving that one. Okay, that's fine. That's fine. Adrian's joined us. Good afternoon, Adrian. Welcome. Joke number 2. George, what's worse than finding a worm in your apple?
I don't know.
Finding half a worm in your apple. Yeah. That's a good. It's an oldie. It's an oldie, but it's a goodie. I like that one. Okay, George. Joke number 3. Why did the tofu cross the road?
I don't know.
To prove it wasn't chicken.
Yeah, that's good.
You like that one?
Yeah.
Oh, we got a 2 out. We got a 2 out of 3. Now Freddie's normally quite harsh, but we got a 2 out of 3 for that. Excellent. Let me know in the comments whether you like those jokes or not. I thought they were pretty good. I did think they were pretty good. Okay, so moving on. Moving on to joke. Just a little slurp of drink. Okay, moving on from the jokes. Every week we have a Bible verse of the week, and today is no exception. Today's Bible verse is this. It comes from the book of Ephesians, chapter 3, verse 20, and it says this: with God's power working in us, God can do much, much more than anything we can ask or imagine. That comes from Ephesians chapter 3, verse 20. I'll read it again. It's really good. With God's power working in us, God can do much, much more than anything we can ask or imagine. Ephesians chapter 3, verse 20. That's brilliant. I really like that verse. And that's going to lead us on into a talk. But before we go into talk, just seeing this from Adrian. Is Fred on a holiday because it's his birthday? He's not, Adrian. He hasn't actually got home from school because he was meeting on a socially distanced meet. He'd been invited to Greg's. So he should be home soon because he's still got his paper round. He's also really good. He's still got his presents to open. He didn't open his presents this morning because he gets up so early. He decided to open them this afternoon. So he hasn't opened any presents yet, just his cards. So let's get on with our talk. The theme today is called That's Amazing. Now, in 2020, just last year, a man called Will Bellotti, got a picture somewhere, Will Bellotti set a world record on the bench press. The weightlifting when you're lying down on a bench. He set a world record on a bench press. He lifted, 1,105 pounds, which is just over 501 kilograms. There you go. There he is, Will Bellotti. He's huge. And there you can see he's standing up holding those weights, but he set the record for the bit when he's lying down and lifting them. So 501 kilograms, just lying down, lifting them up. That is basically, we worked it out, the weight of a bison, or roughly 5 of me. That's a lot. I mean, that's a lot. 5 of me lying down, lifting up. That's a lot. Or maybe 3 of Adrian. I don't know. I can say that because he's not live, but he will probably comment. So athletes, Will Bellotti is an athlete. Athletes must train their bodies to do amazing things. But your body does some completely amazing stuff each and every day. For instance, did you know that your nose can remember about 1 trillion different smells? Your heart beats about 100,000 times every day. And that's 36,500,000 times every year. And your body is made up of trillions of cells, and each cell has its own job to do. Your nerves send messages to your brain at a speed of about 250 miles an hour. And race cars can only go around 200 miles an hour. So 250, you're faster than a race car. That's amazing. Now, God gives your body some pretty spectacular abilities. And I think that he did that so that you would know just how powerful and creative he is. But all these incredible things your body can do are just the beginning, because the most powerful stuff happens inside your heart. When you decide to follow God, he gets to work in your life, helping you to do more than you could ever imagine. Tough stuff like loving grumpy people and forgiving others. Helpful stuff like serving, and the really great stuff like telling others about him. But God doesn't just work powerfully in your life, he also works creatively. And that means the way you love and serve and share about God can look completely different from the way that someone else does. Whether it's through singing or painting, baking cookies, or helping rake a neighbour's leaves from their tree, or cutting their grass, or any of a million other different ways, God will help you use your life to show the people around you just how much he loves them. God is just great in that way. I think that's awesome. You were helping me, weren't you, on Sunday and Saturday doing the garden and lifting heavy panels? That was God helping you show that you loved me doing that. That was awesome. Making a cake for Freddie, all things like that. Guys, helping give food and stuff to Basics Bank and things like that. It's all fantastic stuff, allowing us to show people that we love them and that God loves them as well. Right, as we talked about a heart, I think let's do a craft that involves a heart. Okay, so for this heart craft, you're going to need some card. Okay, and I've got some pink card. You don't have to have pink card, but I've got some pink card. You could use whatever color card you want for this. You can even use white card and color it pink, or it doesn't actually have to be pink at all. But I'm using pink because that's what I had. So as you can see, I've drawn a heart there, and then I've drawn an outline around the heart I've done. So I've got 2 lines of a heart. Now, once you've done that, the tricky bit of this, and this is the trickiest part, everything after this is pretty easy. The trickiest part is cutting that middle heart out. Okay, so what you can do for that is you can kind of fold it a bit and get some scissors, do a cut, and then open it up and cut around. That's probably the easiest way of doing that. But be careful in doing that, because I don't want any accidents. Okay, you have to be careful using scissors. Now, you then want to get either if you've got some tracing paper, that's really good. I've got a sheet. I've got 1 sheet of a bit of laminating plastic, or maybe you've got one of those plastic folders. You can cut that, so you've just got one side of the sheet of that. Or maybe you could probably use some greaseproof paper for cooking. Anything that is kind of see-through. It doesn't have to be very see-through, but you want it kind of see-through, kind of opaque. Now, what you want to do is grab your heart and then get some glue, and then go around. You want to put the glue on the inside of here, all around here. So within the line, get a nice lot of glue, and you'll find that Pritt stick is really good for this stuff. You're going to need 2 different glues for this craft. So that's the Pritt stick. And then you want to get your plastic and stick that over the top. Okay. There we go. So there you can see my plastic is stuck over there. So you can kind of see through it a bit. Okay. Just make sure that's nice and seated down. Okay, so turn it back over. So you've got that side up. Now what you need is get yourself some tissue paper. I've got some different colours of tissue paper here. What other colours have I got? Oh, I think I've got a darker purple somewhere. Let's find that. There we go, a bit of purple as well. Now, in here, in my jar, I've got some PVA glue mixed with some water. So it's a lot thinner than it normally is, okay? I want to get a paintbrush, okay? Paintbrush works best. Get an old paintbrush, because PVA glue can sometimes spoil a paintbrush. So get one of your old ones and get some glue and paint that on your plastic. Okay, just paint a bit of it on the plastic and then get some of your tissue paper and stick that over the top. Now, once you've stuck it on like that, you then want to get a bit more glue and paint it over the top of the paper, because you want to get that paper quite wet. Okay, so there we go. Paint that over top and then get another bit of tissue paper here. Whoops. Put that there. Get some more glue. And you want to keep on doing this, and you could use scissors to cut the paper if you wanted to. It doesn't really matter, but I kind of like the look that it gives you when you rip the paper. It gives you kind of a nice edge to it. I'll just put some more glue there along that edge. Okay, so there, and I'm going to get some more paper here. You can just rip me some squares, could you, George? Or a bit bigger than that, really. I'm going to put some more glue down here. So it doesn't really take that long to do, but what you can also find is you want to build up the colours, because when you build up all the different colours, if you've got yellow, for instance, and if you've got blue, you stick them on top of each other, they're going to make a green. And if you've also got a green, then you're going to get different colours of green, different shades of green, which is really good. Oh, I'm going to have that one, which is really cool. So I'm going to put that one down there. And this is a really nice thing to do. You can take your time doing this. No point in rushing this. This is a nice Saturday afternoon kind of craft, really. So I'll put a bit more glue there around this one. And I think once I've done this, I'll do one more. Use that green. Whoop. Put that over there. Okay. Now I think what I'll do is I'll get a bit of blue there. Last piece. And I'll just stick that there because I think I found a little hole. Sometimes you find a little hole and just patch it afterwards. It's all good. Now you can just keep on layering this up, building it up more and more and more and more, which is really cool. And then what you end up is that. Now that looks a little bit of a mess, but what the cool thing is, if you turn it round, okay, that is what you've got. That starts to now look really good. Now you want to leave it to dry, and once it's dry, get some scissors and cut around the outside line. You can still see it through the tissue paper because the tissue paper is kind of see-through. So cut around the outside line, and then you'll be left with just the heart shape with these, which is like a stained glass window, really. And George, have you got your torch on your phone? And with this, you can then put a bit of string on the top and hang it up. And then you can have it, put it by a window, and it will spin round. And when it catches the light, it will shine. So if I put George's torch there, oh, there we go. You can see how cool that looks.
Up against the window.
So there you go. Oh yeah, put it up against the window. There you go. So the more colours you put on it, the stronger the colours will be. I've only got one layer of colours on here, so it needs a few more layers really. But there you go. That is the craft today, making a heart stained glass window that you can hang up on your window, and it'll look really cool. Right. If you've got lots of tiny little bits of tissue paper, never throw them away because they're useful for just this kind of craft. Excellent. Okay, well that was our craft today, which means it's time now, as we swiftly move on, it's time for Challenge of the Week. Barry versus Challenge of the Week. I haven't been doing great recently. From a really good start to then I've lost a few. So at the moment the challenges are 3 ahead. So we'll see what will happen today. So for this challenge, George is going to have a go as well. For this challenge, you need 5 cups. Okay, you need 5 cups, and you need ping pong balls. So put the ping pong balls there. Now the cups need to be stacked like this. Okay. Whoop. Not stacked like that because you don't want them to fall over. There you go. So that is the cups stacked together. Now the idea is, what's that one not standing up there? The idea is what you need to do is you need to bounce the ball into the cup at the top. You want to get 2 balls into each, 1 in each of the top cups. Okay, if you bounce it in the cup and it falls over, you can pick the cup back up and stack it. But you need to end up with 2 balls in the cups at the top. Okay, it sounds simple enough, but how tricky is it? Let's have a look and see how Abby got on.
3, 2, 1, go. Okay, so by the time we build it back up, 1 minute 17.
1 minute 17 there from Abby. So I don't know. I don't know whether that was a good time or not. But after Abby had a go, Max had a go. So Max had 1:17 to beat.
Go.
I've got one in the middle one.
Max, 50 seconds. You beat your sister.
50 seconds Max got. So Max beat Abby. He also, I don't know if you noticed, he also got a ball in the middle one. It doesn't count, but it was very cool because it's not easy to get a ball in the middle one. So well done, Max. So Abby was on 1 minute 17. Max was on 50 seconds, which just left Adrian to have a go. So let's see. Did Adrian do well or did he fall apart?
3, 2, 1, go.
Stop.
Wow. Well, he didn't fall apart. Adrian did it in 10 seconds, 0.07. So Adrian's in the lead there. I thought Max did really well with 50 seconds, but no, Adrian got in the lead. So George, it's your turn. What I'm going to do, I'll get out. Okay, I'll get out. So if any balls drop on the floor, because Adrian and everyone had a bit of help in picking up the balls if they went over. So I will get out, and I'm using the timer for George. So, George, are you ready?
Yep.
Okay, so you've got 10 seconds to beat. Are you ready? Ready? Oh, ready? Steady, go.
This is impossible.
Oh, there's one. So you can stack these back up. Got to get in that one. Oh, there we go. Right. Okay. So that was good. Unfortunately, you got two in the same cup, and you needed to get one in each cup. So in the end, you did 3. But George did it in 22 seconds, 0.17. So let's write that down for George.
I'll take a second if you lose.
Okay, so 22.17. It's okay. I don't know. Is that beatable? Let me get in position. So I found it's yeah. Let's move the deflecting board over there in case they. Right. Okay. I think I'm ready. Are you ready to
Timing, yes.
let's put that. Oh, let's put that there. Right. Are you ready to pick up the balls?
Yep.
Put them here. Okay. Here we go.
3, 2, 1, go. That was like.
Okay, so George pressed stop a little bit late. Okay, you wasn't quite on the ball. I said stop, and then George thought about it. So I actually did it a bit quicker than this time. And the time is 9.69. I'm happy with that. Do you know what? Afterwards, because I'm sad, afterwards I'm going to watch this again and actually time that and see how quick that was, because that was amazing. So there we go. Adrian saying, you got to stack it back up though. We did stack it back up. Didn't we? I
think so.
We did stack. Oh, we might have to watch that back again. We might have to watch that back again. Well, maybe if I'd said stop, it wasn't stacked up, and by the time we would have stacked it up, we did stop. I don't know. I'm going to have to win. 9.69. That was close. I didn't think that was because I fell apart last week.
Apparently, we didn't stack them up.
No, you didn't.
Oh. Do we have to do it again?
Do we have to do it again? Okay. Do we have to do that again? I'm waiting to see whether Adrian wants me to do it again. I'm going to be fair. Waiting for Adrian's comment. Well, I'm happy to do it again. I'm happy to do it again. Shall we do it again? What do you reckon?
I think we should do it again.
Okay, we're going to do it again.
I'll try and stop the timer correctly this time.
We're going to do it again. Charlotte's saying yes. I mean, the fact is, the actual rule of the game was to have 2 table tennis balls. I've only been doing more because that's how Adrian did it.
I think in the actual thing, again, you also stacked them up first as well.
Right. Okay. Take 2. This is where it's all going to fall apart. Okay. Adrian's saying have a replay. Yeah. Okay. You remember to stop it.
3, 2, 1, go. Oh,
no. So that was it. Oh, no. Oh. Stop. $21.10. I beat George. Oh, what? You know what? I'm gonna give it to you. I'm gonna give it to you, and then later on, I'm gonna watch it back. Oh, that was so close. Do you know what? I really look forward to when we can actually get back and do this in person, because I don't like doing the challenges on the video. But as we stop, Freddie, come and say hello, Freddie. We've been saying it's your birthday today. Have you had a nice birthday? Kind of. Right. Okay. So that is the end of Ignite today. Just to say, let's do notices first. So we've got some great stuff coming up. This Saturday is going to be Messy Church. So Messy Church online on Facebook and YouTube. That's at 10:30. Join us for that. We're going to be talking about Palm Sunday. So it's going to be a lot of fun. Crafts, songs, story, talk, prayer. It's going to be really cool. So join us, all the team, for Messy Church on Saturday. And you'll get to see the animation George did for our intro for Messy Church. It's awesome. So join us for that on Saturday. And then coming up over Easter time, on the Tuesday, the 6th of April to Friday, the 9th of April, we've got an Easter Holiday Club. And the Easter Holiday Club is also going to be online on Facebook and YouTube. We're going to be, each day there's going to be craft, games, challenges, talks, We're doing it using The Lion King. So we've got some clips from The Lion King as well. It's going to be really good. You don't have to book a ticket, but it'd be really good if you could book tickets, and then we know who's watching. It's all free, but you can just go to our website at www.holysaviour.church and then go online on the website, and you can find out about the Easter Holiday Club and also how to book a ticket. And when you book a ticket, parents, you can see the video clips that we are going to be showing, so you can download them and watch them, so you can just see what we're going to be showing, just in case you've got any issues with some of the video clips. So download the video clips and you can see what we will be showing on the Holiday Club. So that is going to be at 9:30 to 10:30 each morning, Tuesday to Friday. That's going to be really cool. Easter Treasure Trail. We've got an Easter Treasure Trail out now. It's around the perimeter of the boundary of the church. So have a look for that. Some of them are on lampposts. Some of them are on some fencing. Have a look. If you've got a phone with a QR code, you can also take a picture of the QR code, and it tells you a bit of the Easter story as well. And on each poster, there is a little challenge or something to think about as well, which is really cool. So that's our Easter Treasure Trail, which is around the church right now. There's 10 clues to find. And if you look on Facebook and you scroll down in the notices, you'll find an Easter Treasure Trail tick sheet that you can tick off the different things that you find as well. You can print that out and tick that off. Easter goodie bags. We've got Easter goodie bags to give out. They are available now to collect at the vicarage. And inside those goodie bags, there's lots of activities, daily activities for all of through Holy Week. We've got some craft activities there as well, some really nice craft activities to do. We've got some sweets in there. There's a really lovely Easter rhyming book in there as well, which is really cool. And there's going to be probably a few other treats in there. And I think also in there is the tick-off sheet for the treasure trail as well. So if you can't print one out, then you can go and you can get one in the goodie bag. All lovely, brightly coloured bags, but these are available at the vicarage. So you can go and collect one from there. And that is about it. We will be back here next Wednesday. If you go to Bitton School, tomorrow, me and Tony will be recording our talk for your Easter service. So that's very exciting. So you'll be able to get to see that soon. Very, very cool. And yeah, we hope to see you all very soon. Let's just finish with a prayer. Father God, you are so great. And you've given me this amazing body. You've given us all these amazing bodies. So show us how to use our hands and our feet, our brains and our hearts and soul to serve you. And help us reflect your power to the watching world, everyone that we come into contact with. And everybody said, Amen. So guys, thank you for joining us. Have a great rest of the week. Don't forget Messy Church on Saturday. It'll be great to see you. Have a great weekend. Stay safe. Take care. And we'll see you soon. Right. Now for some lemon drizzle cake.